We need an entirely different way of thinking about this. Also, for instance, in trying to think of how water can be efficiently allocated, etc., etc., don't forget the social and caste dimensions. This country, for 1,000 years and more, it has, irrigation in this country has a distinct caste geography. Going back to the old times when the most dominant or the forward caste tilled at the headwaters, the intermediate castes at the middle waters, the Shudras at the tail waters, and the Dalits excluded entirely from water, entirely on the southern outskirts of the village, because most streams run north to south in the country. And to this day, you read about a Dalit woman being stripped and thrashed for trying to take water from the well of the main communities, the main well of the village from which they are excluded. So if you don't figure in these social and political factors into your water crisis, you're not going to go very far. Now, what is this thirst economy that I speak of? I'm going to take two elements in the time we have. In the state where you are today, which is Maharashtra, between November and June, the two fastest growing industries, in my take, are unregistered industries. The fastest growing are the borewell industry and the tanker industry. These are the two fastest growing industries in this country, in Maharashtra, between November and June. Now, in Marathwada, for instance, you will find in Osmanabad, Beed, that side, in the peak period from March to June, you will find in every village there are at least 3 attempts at sinking a borewell per village. Now, 80 to 90% of these are failures, and borewell bankruptcies are very clearly linked to some of the farmer suicides we see. Now, in Beed, which I think your chief minister was talking to you about earlier, there's a gentleman named Vishwambar Jagtap, who on his 18 acres has sunk 48 borewells. Now, he's the reigning Limca Books champ, but there are many others who have put 12, 15, 20. The cost of this is not simple, okay? And let's say you're doing this borewell in a state like Maharashtra. How many of us even realize that the borewell in Maharashtra, either you strike water in the first 60 to 100 feet, or you want for the next 600, because your soil composition is 93% hard rock. You're on the Deccan rock. If you don't hit water in the first 100 feet, then the next 600 feet you're not going to get it. So borewells have necessarily to go way beyond 600 feet now. And each foot for drilling is in hard rock, 75 rupees a foot. I'm giving you an outdated figure, it must be about 90 now. And in soft soil, soft loose formation soil, about 20 rupees less than that. The minimum a borewell driller will do, he needs for his optimal success or profit, is he has got to do at least 1,000 feet in a day. Now, please understand this. Do you know how much your aquifer is being drilled into every year? In the south of India, in Tamil Nadu, there is a little town called Tiruchangod, near Erode, 20 minutes drive from Erode. How many of us know that this little town is the borewell capital of the world, the borewell rig capital of the world, with anywhere between 10 and 20,000 borewell rigs registered in that town. 10,000 are registered, the rest are registered naam ke vaste, they are registered in Karnataka and Kerala and Andhra to avoid taxes and other things. But there are at least 10,000 functioning borewell rigs there. Just to show you what a borewell rig looks like, may I ask my colleagues there to open the folder? Yeah, now that's what a borewell rig looks like. This one cost 1.5 crores. It's owned by a gentleman called Mr. Shelke, who bought it, of course, from Tiruchangod. He recovered his 1.5 crores in 4.5 months. He recovered his full investment on this in 4.5 months. Okay. Now, if you visit Tiruchangod, as I did, and you will find that they claim to work all but 2 months during the monsoon, and they are working in 16 African countries, every Indian state and union territory, including they have sunk a couple of wells not all that far from Cherrapunji. Okay? So if you sit there during the monsoon period, you'll see all of them coming back for servicing from Mizoram, from Rajasthan, from wherever else.